Welcome back to my channel and into another cash stuffing video. This week we are going to be stuffing $1,010. That's usually a little bit more than what we normally stuff. Normally it's like between like 600 to 800, but we had sold our wood stove, so we have a little bit more to stuff this week than we normally do, which is great. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. We'd love to have you as part of our family here. Consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. I greatly appreciate it. We have a little dilemma because I have all these 100s, so I'm gonna also do some exchanging of the bills so that we can make the change that we need to. So I'll just go ahead and count this for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Wait, is that right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm missing $20. Am I though? Did I pull it? Found it. Let's try that one more time. Didn't pull all the 10s out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,010. So I will go ahead and put these 10s up here. Actually, I'll put them here because you guys know I don't stuff 5s. Here's a 20, and I'm gonna set these 100s back here. And we will, can you guys see that okay? Let me move this candle out of the way. How about that? Zoom you guys out just a skosh so you guys can see that. Okay, so the first thing we always do is, well, number one, we have this on paper, just kind of planned out. I am waiting for my new, the Budget Mom cash envelope workbook to come in. I did order it on pre-sale, so that's why it's taking so long to get here, but it is what it is. So we are gonna go ahead and unstuff my envelopes here. And some of my envelopes are getting a little, like my fuel envelope is like torn down the side. I ordered some things on Amazon to make some stronger, sturdier envelopes, and I will share those with you whenever we get them, or whenever I get it. So in spending, I have $5. Set that over here. Groceries, I did a huge grocery like stock up on a whole bunch of things last week, so there's that. And I got quite a bit of 5s in here. Let's see, I got 10 here. Let's just put it together here. Okay. So I have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. That's not really that bad. I did go to several stores. That's why I got all this random change. And so these 10s we will set aside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the ones we will also set aside. The $10 bills I'll set up here for now, and we will continue with this. I'll show you guys what I do with that here in a little bit, what I'm gonna do with it. Sometimes it changes. And in gas I have it looks like 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 and gas left over, which I'm surprised. My personal envelope, we still have the 50 bucks. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And in miscellaneous, we have $8 left. Okay, so we have all these ones. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I'm going to change this lighting. It's like raining. It's like gloomy here, so the sun comes out and then it doesn't come out and then it comes out and then it doesn't come out. So we are going to pull these down for now. And I will put the $5 here and the $1 here. And I'm going to put these $10 back behind here because that is going to be rollover. Okay, so first of all, what I have to do is make some change. So I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into my savings envelope. This video is going to kind of be wonky because I got to pull money out as I'm stuffing. So we're just going to have to make do. You know what I mean? Okay. So in home savings, I'm going to be adding 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80s in there now. I'm going to replace it with a 100 so that I can use those 20s elsewhere. So we got 100 there. The same goes with regular savings. Now, I know I've said this multiple times, but this is not all the savings that we have. We do automatically save 30% of all of our paychecks. We are a month ahead in our bills, so everything that I set aside for bills this month goes towards next month's bills. And we're able to save 30% because of that. So the money that you see here from our paychecks that go into these binders is all our leftover money from after we pay our bills, our expenses, and like a lot of times like this week I ordered groceries online, so sometimes that includes grocery money, sometimes it doesn't. I already spent $101 on groceries before making this video, but I am adding grocery money into a sinking fund because I'm going to get a Sam's Club membership, and I'm going to do a huge stock up here, like maybe in the next couple of weeks or so. But anyway, that is the reason why I don't stuff bills. I know somebody asked me that in my last video, and the reason why I don't stuff bills is because I leave that money in the checking account. We're a month ahead. I know exactly how much money out of each paycheck it's going to take for us to pay all of our bills. Give or take maybe $30 or $40 depending on the electric when it comes in. But I also keep a $300 buffer in my checking account as well. So, and that checking account, my main checking account, only is used for paying bills, and that's it. So roughly it takes us about $362 out of our paychecks every week to come up with the bill money for the next month. And then what you see here is leftover, and I continue to have the $300 buffer in my account that always stays in there just in case of an emergency, or I end up in a position where I need to swipe the card. I can always swipe my card and pull out of these envelopes later if I need to. So that's kind of how we roll. So savings is also going to get 20, and I'm going 20, 40, 60, 80 here, and I'm again going to take this 100 and put it in here. And I have not updated my trackers, but I will do that off camera because I don't like for these to be extremely long. Snowball, we're going to come back to. And $5 challenge. Actually, we'll just do $5 challenge right now. We'll get that done and out of the way. So there should be $345 in there. And I said in my last video that I was gonna go ahead and move these over to the safe. You can see that I have not done that yet, but I don't think I can get any more into that envelope. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that today after this video. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. That's odd that it's the same exact number as last week. Let me get the calculator over here. And then we will count these bad boys. I save every $5 bill that I have, by the way. I never spend them. I usually save them up until there's quite a bit of them, and then I'll put them in the safe. Oh, you know, I just did that. I think it said 415, 410. And then I will, you know, use it elsewhere that I need to. So there's that. All right, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 410. Okay, so this is getting too bad. So what I'm going to do is I will put on my budget tracker $410, and then I will make a note here, deposit in bank, so that I know this number here got deposited in the bank, and I'll know how much I have in there. So we will do that later. And because we've already done all this stuff, Snowball, we don't really have any debt to speak of, so sometimes I will put money into Snowball. Anything that I put in here just goes to make an extra house payment or an extra car payment. Those are really the only two debts that we have. So if I have money left over, then I will most likely put it in there. But we're also still renovating our house, so okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what the deal was with my camera, but it did something funny, and I'm just adjusting here. I also realized that there was a glare, so I turned the light, my desk light over here, off for you guys. So moving along. I don't know what I was talking about before, but we're just gonna go ahead and move on. For now, we have done savings, and that's that on this one for now. Like I said, guys, we're going to be jumping back and forth into these different binders because I want to be able to place these envelopes, or these hundreds in these envelopes as we go along. So in clothing, we have 60 in here. We're going to add 40 to it. So instead of taking the 20s, I'm gonna pull the 100 and put the 20s in there, giving this envelope 100. Let's see, vacation is gonna be getting 20. So we will have 20, 40, 60, 80, and again, we will pull the 100, put it in there, giving that one 100 as well. And Christmas is the same thing. we are gonna pull 20, 40, 60, 80. We'll give this Christmas, or this 20 as well, giving this 100 in here. And this is not, I know I've repeated myself a few times, but everybody asks me if this is the only Christmas money that I spend, and it is not. We have a Christmas club that comes directly out of our paycheck, and this money that's in here is going towards gifting or adopting or whatever you want to call that, like a family at Christmas time. So that is what this money is for. However much money that we would like to do 2 adoptions. And before I went back to paper cash envelopes, I was doing digital, so I probably have about $300 or $400 with this 100 in here too. So we're going to adopt 2 families or 3 and gift them Christmas. Car maintenance is going to get, where is car maintenance? Is going to get 40. And there's 40 in there right now, so we will just take a 20 and a 40. My husband says that one of the vehicles needs an oil change, so I imagine that that's probably going to go away directly. This sports envelope is going to get 20, and it's got 10 in there now, so we will have 30 in there. And this one, in this sinking fund binder, this is my sinking fund binder, is for like long-term, like this will be obviously for the next season of sports, for their equipment or whatever they may need, if they need a mouthpiece, whatever. I do have another sports envelope in my like weekly expense binder that we use for like going to games, concessions and things like that. Medical will get 40. And it's got 20 in there, so we will take a 20 and a 40, giving us 60. Back to school. Obviously, we're already back to school, but this is going towards next year's back to school stuff. And I'll probably stuff it to like, you know, $500, because I'll also do clothes for back to school as well, as long as school supplies. I only have 2 kids in school now, so I don't need as much as I normally would, but I will continue to stuff this as the year moves forward. It's not a priority, so sometimes I stuff it, sometimes I don't, but because we have a little bit extra money this week, I'm gonna go ahead and add 20 to it. Gifts will get 40. It's got 10 in there. Now it's kind of like a wrinkly 10, but it's there. So 20, 40, that is going to give us 50. I don't have any birthdays coming up. Mine's the only birthday that we have. Pets medical is going to get 100. So I have 20 in there now, and we're just gonna pull 100, so we will now have 120. It's time for my puppies to get their yearly visit, and that requires, like that yearly visit, it's only like $50 to get their like rabies shot or whatever, but the husky who has the seizure disorder will also have to have his blood drawn to make sure his phenobarbital levels are good, because he takes medication for that seizures. And then on top of that, we'll have to do the normal monthly flea and tick for all of our animals, which usually runs about $88, and also his next prescription of daily meds. So I probably need about $300 in there coming up directly. I don't think they're due until November, but you know, I always try to stuff that one a little bit heavier. We don't have any car tags or taxes until next year, so I won't start to stuff this one until next year. And then pool is going to get 20. And And this is just for next year's season. Obviously, we are in the fall, the pool is closed. We're actually replacing our pool this coming up year, so this is just gonna go for chemicals and things like that. But I am gonna stuff that's $50 in there. And big ticket items will get, what are we giving you? We're giving you a 30. And this just goes for whatever we need it to. 20, 40, 60, 70. Okay, so I got $100 bill back here, so I will just put this in here because I'm going to add 30, so that's going to give me 100, and I'll put this $100 bill in there. And that is going to do it for this binder. We will go on to this one. Okay, so like I said before, this is like my rollover. Obviously, I keep my money in these envelopes that I carry with me. And I do have a grocery one in here, but like I told you, I already did grocery shopping online. And so what I'm going to do is build this sinking, like this, more like a weekly or monthly expense up here, so that when I go to get Sam's Club, then I'll have the money in there that we will need. And so this one's also gonna get 100. And okay, so personal, I'm gonna take this 50 in here, okay, that I had left over for the week, and I'm gonna add it. I had $20 left in this one. I went and bought some things. I bought a planner, I bought a desk, I bought some things out of this sinking fund. So 20, 40, 60, 70. Because we did that, we sold the wood stove. We had central heating and air put in this house, and prior, when we bought this house, it had like a wood stove. So we sold that. So this week, me and my husband, we got just a little bit extra money because we sold that and we have a little bit extra money. So we gave ourselves a little bit extra this week than normal. So in this sinking fund envelope, I'm gonna go ahead, total we gave each other $80 for the week, but because I know that I won't spend the 50 that's in my wallet, I'm just gonna go ahead and add 30 to this one, and then put the other 50 back into my wallet. So because I don't like bulky things, I'm gonna take this last 100 and we're gonna put it in here. Okay, what's next? Liam and Jack both will get $10 because that is their allowance money. And I don't track these either. And then Jack gets $10 too. And these are empty because we started a new month, so we have rolled it over. Family Fun is going to get 20. And Buffer is going to get 20 as well. Hopefully I don't have to dig into this envelope this week. I had to, well, Family Fun, we usually buy pizza on Friday, so that $20 is set aside, but it's specifically for pizza. But the Buffer, I ended up having to get into this for some reason. I can't remember now, because it's been, normally I film this on a Friday. It's now Sunday, and I need to get it filmed before I go out to pick up my groceries. Normally I also pick up groceries on Friday, but we've had a lot of things happening. It's football season, so pets, this pets fund is for like their food. You know, we have 6 chickens, we have 2 dogs, 2 cats. Well, actually we have 3 cats now. So they're expensive. You know, their food is expensive, so I set this aside. We usually buy in bulk on their food, so we don't have to keep going back every week to get food. And usually I probably spend about $80 to $100 on all the food throughout the month. I'm trying to get it to where I can just go and pick up all the food at one time. But because the mama cats had kittens, they've now all gone to their new home except for the one. We kept one of the 2 litters. And then that's the other thing with that Pets Medical, those cats will have to get neutered. I'm gonna go ahead and get them neutered, even though I don't plan on letting them outside, but this way I don't have to go through the rigmarole of having more kittens on the off chance that they do get outside. I want to try, so anyway, the point is like 1 week I'd end up needing cat food and I wouldn't need dog food for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm trying to get it to where I can, the week that I need food, I get it all. For the chickens, for the ducks, for the cats, for the dogs. That's what I'm trying to do here. So this sports envelope, this is for concessions and like entry fees for like football games. It's going to get $10 right there. And school envelope doesn't get anything because we don't have anything coming up that we need to put anything in there. All of the, like, you know, in the beginning of the school, you have all kinds of fees. You got t-shirts to buy, you got all this stuff to do. That's what this envelope is for. But because, you know, we've made it through the first quarter of school, any school money will go into the back to school envelope and not necessarily in that one. We have in here, we have 20. I got into this for something too, but I can't remember what it was for. Anyway, I'm putting $40 in it. So we're gonna bring this up to 60. And this house cash envelope is just in case something happens and I need the cash. I have it on hand to pull it out. Okay, so that is gonna be it for that right at this moment. We're gonna go ahead and stuff these envelopes. So spending this week is going to get 20, so, or 60, my bad. 20, 40, 60. I'm not sure that I'm gonna continue with these trackers in here. I don't find that I'm using them. I thought that I could use them, but I'm so busy, I can't stop and be like, oh, I took $10 out of here for whatever. So I think I'll pull these trackers out when I make new envelopes, probably. This grocery envelope isn't gonna get anything. Gas will get 60 as per usual. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why we're having so much trouble with the camera today, but we are. So it just cut off on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep moving along. We added $60 into gas, as you guys seen. And in personal, we're gonna add 50. As you guys heard me say earlier, that we gave ourselves $80 this week. So I put 30 in my sinking fund, and here is the other 50 right here. I generally don't spend this. I like to roll it over into my sinking fund and then, you know, buy something big. Miscellaneous, we'll get 40 as well. 20, 40. And that's gonna go into my wallet. Okay, so I did spending, gas, personal. Oh, you know what? It looks like I didn't do that. I gave ourselves $100 for personal total. No, it's 90 total, my bad. So I'm actually getting $60 in personal. It looks like. We'll see if that's right by the time I'm done with this video, but I think that's right. Okay, so what is left is home projects, I believe. Let's see, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'm gonna put $100 into home projects. We're getting ready to redo the original hardwood floor, and that's gonna require us to rent the work itself is not bad, but it's gonna require us to rent the machine thing. So I know that's going to cost us a couple, like 30 bucks or something. Plus we'll have to get the sandpaper and the stain. So I'm just going to start adding that money in there as well. And then the only thing left I have is this rollover money. And I'm going to add these ones into the home project as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that envelope is going to have $113 in there. And these 10s I'm going to put into my snowball. Sometimes I put it into house projects and sometimes I don't. So this time we're going to put it into snowball. 20, 40, 50, 60 is in there now. Sometimes I put the extra rollover money in there, sometimes I don't. Like I said, we don't have like credit card debt or anything like that. So this money legit just goes to extra payments. So, you know, when I have an extra payment, I have it. And when I don't, I don't. So we're going to throw these back into my wallet. And we are going to end this video. I thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it was kind of all over the place, but I wanted to make sure I got the bills exchanged while doing it. It just is a little bit easier than doing it after the fact or whatever. So not always will I need to do that, but in this case I did because all I had was 100. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for next week. We'll do another cash stuffing. And yes, just so you guys know, I don't think I said it in the very beginning, but this is the first paycheck of October. So we will see you back next week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week or whenever you're watching this. And until next time, guys, give yourself a little bit of grace, have a little patience with yourself, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.